Hi, my name is Ted, and today I'm going to be talking to you about two other verses that are terribly, terribly misused about being drunk in the Holy Spirit. I couldn't believe it when my eyes fell upon this meme in Google. And it basically gave these two verses, and the one verse I knew right away what whoever put this out there was talking about. And I go, you've got to be kidding. And I looked up the other verse, and right away I knew, my gosh, what is going on, people? Can you twist the scriptures any better, any worse? This is outrageous. Okay, Samuel's mother. Samuel's not born yet. And it's a polygamous kind of a marriage. Back then they did that. And Samuel's mother was the one who was being mocked and laughed at because she didn't have children. That was the big value back then, the biggest value, having children. If you were a woman, you wanted to have kids to help you in your old age and also to make your husband proud. Samuel's mother, she's pouring her heart out to the Lord in the temple. Actually, it's tabernacle back then. Just a big tent. And she's pouring deep grief. She is really hurting inside. And because she's hurting so much, she's pouring her heart out to the Lord and saying, Lord, if you give me a child, I'll give him to you for all his days. And while she's praying, the priest, Eli, sees her talking to herself. Thinking she is drunk, he goes over and says, stop drinking the wine, you terrible woman. Okay, that's my own version. Anyway, but stop drinking wine, you fool. And Hannah says, I haven't been drinking wine. I've been praying. I've been praying and my heart is broken. And Eli quickly realizes his mistake and says, may God answer your request. She gives birth to a baby, and lo and behold, everything's cool. It turns out to be Samuel, who is a prophet of God, powerful person in Israel's history. Is this any way, shape, or form like what you see or hear about in these circles where people get drunk in the Spirit? It is nothing like it at all. Not at all. They're all happy and giddy and staggering around, and she's hurting. Huge difference. She's hurting and pouring out her prayer to God. Jeremiah is another one. Jeremiah 23:9. My heart within me is broken, he says, because of the prophets. All my bones shake. I'm like a drunk man, and like a man whom alcohol has overcome, because of the Lord and because of the words of his holiness. First of all, there's nothing holy in what you see going on in churches where people are getting drunk in the Spirit. Nothing holy at all. The Bible tells us to be sober in the Spirit. This is not being sober in the Spirit. And neither is any verse in the New or Old Testament supporting being drunk in the Spirit. All right, Jeremiah, once again, is he giddy and happy and feeling peaceful and wonderful in the presence of God? No, his heart is broken. He even says, my heart within me is broken. It's a whole different thing. Then why does he say he's like a drunk man? Because he's comparing himself to somebody who cannot control themselves. He cannot control himself. He's overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed with sorrow and with brokenness. Not with giddy and happy and feeling God's presence. There's a huge difference, people. Wake up and get yourself right with God. This is Ted. Follow me.